It's time to get nerdy, y'all.
A little bit of gaming history for you.
Something relevant in gaming and discuss our opinions on it.
Should we kick it out of here, or should we kick-start it?
This is the part where you, the listeners, try to stump the hosts.
I'm not a lawyer. I just play one on a podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, lads and lasses of all ages, welcome to a slightly different show of Two Nerds in a Pod. Notably, there's just one nerd today because Mr. Nice Guy 425 could not be with us this evening, but that doesn't mean that you should go without, especially because today is a very important day. You see, it's been 5 years since we did our very first sound test. So, what's all that about? Well, in the show that we record live on Tuesdays, twitch.tv/TwoNerdsInAPod, when we record the show, we invite our listeners to go ahead and submit video game trivia questions live to us. You know, they test our nerdy muscles, make us flex those nerd muscles. But we wanted to kind of turn the challenge around, allow you to flex those nerdy muscles and to show us what you're made of, with a little bit of a prize on the line. And that is where we get our sound tests. And ever since we first started it today, January 21st in 2020, we have been fairly regularly doing every fourth episode or so. So, for example, episode 303, then 307, then 311, then 315, then 319. And you could follow that 37159 if you wanted to just try out those sound tests. So, on such an auspicious occasion, I figured even though we weren't going to do a normal episode, I could at the very least package all of these sound tests in one convenient place for you to have a listen. And if you can recognize any of these outstanding sound tests, let us know, and we have a prize for you, lovingly handcrafted by me and sent to your door. The only requirement for these is that you let us know which sound test you think you have identified. Let us know on social media, whether that is via Discord or shoot us an email. Let us know which episode and what you think it is. Include the hashtag sound test if that's a thing that your social media platform allows. So with no further ado, let's begin with our outstanding sound tests. The first one comes from episode 135. Surprisingly, episode 142 is still, as yet, unclaimed.
Have a very safe day.
Episode 155 had this one.
I'll open up a can on you, punk!
See if episode 163's sound is familiar.
You think you're special with your leather jackets and your fancy blood?
For episode 171, we had this.
Kill-tacular.
And episode 175 explains some rules to us.
So, get one of your hover tanks into the enemy base before the other guy gets to yours. Good luck.
You might call episode 179 a bit of an improvement sound. A dash of sarcasm for episode 183.
No permanent damage, thank you.
Episode 187 should be somewhat familiar.
Something approaching joy is now growing in my behavior core, Master.
Episode 191's sound you heard all the time. A little bit of triumph for episode 199. What could episode 207 be? A jazzy little tune from episode 211. A sad sound from episode 215. 219 just kind of sounds like movement, doesn't it? As a bit of a hint, episode 223 was annoying because of a limited inventory space. Important instructions for episode 227.
When you want to buy something from the merchant shop, touch it with the sword.
A good sound from episode 231.
Mission complete.
A preview of what to expect out of episode 235.
Hard corners and areas with no guardrail present dangerous surprises on this coastal stretch.
A scary sound for episode 239. An unfortunate sound for episode 243. A welcoming sound from episode 251. A chilly note for episode 255. Do you recognize this one from episode 259? This was not a happy sound from episode 263. Episode 267 sound just made me want to dance. Episode 271 is a sound from this game, but very few people heard it. A suspenseful sound from episode 275. An unfortunate sound from episode 279. You may have felt the pressure with this sound from episode 283. A noteworthy sound from episode 287. A fun sound from episode 291. Episode 295 had a little bit of laughter. From episode 299.
Oh, yeah!
This is either a very good or a very bad sound from episode 303.
Is someone there?
Episode 307 sounds like success to me. Found something new in episode 311. Things are about to get started in episode 315. Who wouldn't want to go along with this sound from episode 319?
I better hurry over to the fireworks factory.
You might have to go back in time a little bit with this sound from episode 323. This sound from 327 sounds a bit heroic, doesn't it? And those are the currently outstanding sound tests. Every one of these is up for grabs. However, you should keep in mind that it is fair play to wait a little while before you claim a new one, just to give other people a chance. That being said, in addition to today commemorating 5 years of sound tests, we also have another sound test coming up next episode, which hopefully will be coming to your podcast platform of choice next week. So thanks so much for sticking with us, for hanging out, for challenging us with your nerdy questions, and taking the challenges so well in return. We hope to be delivering many presents soon, but until we see you next time, just remember, be excellent to each other and keep it nerdy. Bye.